Welcome back everyone, thanks for tuning in again to another review, and right now I'm reviewing the Gentle Giant Studios Admiral Thrawn mini bust. Now, for those of you that may or may not be familiar, Admiral Thrawn is the basically the admiral or the commander that takes reign after Darth Sidious and the Empire falls, and he became known in the Thrawn trilogy, which, to be honest, I haven't had the chance to read. I had all my info from like Wikipedia and just reading short stories and everything. So I'm hoping what I am saying is correct. As far as I can remember, I didn't have a chance to do too much research before this. But for some reason, Admiral Thrawn is just that character that, even though I or anyone may not know too much about, he's just a badass character. He's just a badass person. And this piece was a must for me ever since Gentle Giant first announced it and released it. And with their Black Friday sale this past Thanksgiving in 2014, I snagged it. I had some rewards points, got this, and it came a few days later, and now it's finally in my collection. So, without further ado, let's take a closer look at Admiral Thrawn. So getting a close-up on his head, you know, we always have debates or conversations, me and my friends and I, about what actors could play him, or if Disney should have done somewhat of a Thrawn trilogy movie. Personally, I have always seen Pierce Brosnan as a good lookalike. I just think with all the roles Brosnan has played, and you know, the demeanor and the look he has, I think Brosnan is a good reflection and a good comparison to who Thrawn could be portrayed by. But, you know, this review isn't about that, so let's just get right into the figure or the piece itself. You can see, as he is known to have his blue skin. I'm not quite sure what species he is. Not sure if Gentle Giant put it on his bio. No, I don't think so. But anyway, he is, you know, obviously not a human, and it's just, you know, great how Gentle Giant was able to capture it, and just from basically artwork, because there isn't an actual, as far as I know, no human portrayal, just from the comics and artwork that he is portrayed in. You know, the hair is very nicely sculpted. It doesn't look fake like how some statues, not from Gentle Giant of course, but other companies will make it look like it's just a piece attached on. But Gentle Giant always does a phenomenal job at actually making it part of who he is. And getting a closer look, you can see his eyes, the bloodshot red basically in there. If I can get a closer look at that, there you go. And just that stern look on his face, as if he's, you know, looking out at the over the Imperial ships and just watching the galaxy and everything. And his pet, which that's actually the thing I didn't do research on, what or who his pet is. I'm assuming, you know, it's like Jabba's Salacious Crumb little fella that he just hangs around with him. But I love how Gentle Giant perched him on his shoulders, and it's just phenomenal. Even, you know, even something that doesn't really have the attention sometimes of collectors or the viewer, I just love the attention to detail that Gentle Giant put to it. And, you know, just hanging up on the back and the tail wrapping around almost, you know, to the front of the chest. And I love it. And again, just taking a look at his skin and the face up there. And overall, you know, I love the feel of the material Gentle Giant used on this. I'm not sure if it's different than their usual pieces, but it feels like a museum quality piece. I mean, just phenomenal paint apps. You can see a little bit of blue if the camera picks it up in here. You can see his, I believe, badges right here. There's some blue, yellow, and red, if you can get that all in there. I'll get a closer look in there. Other than that, it is a basic, and it is a simple piece, I should say. Not much going on. He has his Admiral uniform on, the belt and the badges up here. And then the almost not cross-armed pose, but, you know, the one arm resting over the other. And you can see all the wrinkles. I love how they're able to capture that motion in a still standing piece, and the wrinkles and lines in the back. And then I like how his uniform also drapes over the base of the bust. That's, you know, always really cool. Makes it the more 3D feel, you know, the more standout look. So, you know, just a very beautifully sculpted, beautifully painted piece. Amazing design by Gentle Giant again. They, you know, I always say this, but really it's true. every piece, whether I have it or it's being released or I see it Comic-Con, it just blows me away because, you know, it's the closest thing to just having that character in your collection. And just giving a look at the number, this is number 841 out of 1350, so, you know, a rather larger run than some of the other mini busts sometimes come in. And we'll give a look at the packaging as well. So the front, you know, just has the piece, the Admiral Thrawn piece, basically. I'm at the bottom saying Grand Admiral Thrawn, collectible mini bus with the Gentle Giant logo. There's another view on the side. The back is a artwork of him standing, and here is a little bio. And I was blanking earlier, but Timothy Zahn, that's who wrote the Thrawn trilogies. Another viewpoint, and the top has the same, you know, Star Wars logo, Gentle Giant logo, and all that. Let's take a look at the COA, the Certificate of Authenticity, which comes with all the pieces. Again, just another shot of Admiral Thrawn, and the back showing the number 891. Was that 891? Yeah, it was. Just forgot about it. Kind of looks like a 4, so maybe I said 841, but 891. There we go. Get that into focus. And there we have it. You know, folks, just another quick review, getting that out there. Thank you again to Gentle Giant for sending me this piece. Thank you for letting me have it in my collection. And thank you all for the viewers for your support and adding another view to my video count. Stay tuned for the next review, and see you later.